I might just stay here. I might just stay here and vibe instead of starting the video. Hi! I'm Fox. Welcome to another video. We are playing a game called My Sweet Housemate. That's all I know. And that this is... I can't stop myself. I don't listen to music very often. I'm on a level with you. I don't listen to music very often. I can't talk and set settings at the same time. Hold on, let me say what I'm gonna say and then I'll set settings and then I can just cut that part out of setting settings. I don't listen to music very often, but when I do listen to music, I can't help myself, you know? My body just wants to move. Anyways, I'm gonna set my settings. They were fine. The settings were fine as they were. Okay. My Sweet Housemate. Okay, I think we're getting a roommate. There's something about said roommate. $5.50 a month. Sign me up. Oh man, I wish. Okay. This one, no photos though. I don't know. Okay, 15 square meters, single room. $5.50 for a single room. I mean, I guess. Shared kitchen, shared bathroom, no deposit. One room in an apartment at 318 Williamson Avenue. No deposit, 1 year minimum tenancy. You know what? I'm broke. I gotta take what I can take. My name is Name. I am Fox. She, her. I-U-A-O. 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 No, I'm a number 2 for sure. I-U-A-O. Ooh, I like the art. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put my camera somewhere else probably for this one. You tiredly wait for the application to go through before you shut your old laptop with a sigh. Interesting. I'll just click out here. My hair is driving me crazy. It just doesn't stay out of my face, but I don't like wearing it up. Anyways. This ancient thing that has clearly never seen better days somehow already managed to start hyperventilating after you've opened it just a couple of tabs. I can read. You promptly put it in your backpack as you lean back into your seat. Beep, 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 beep. You can't help but let out a sour chuckle. I was gonna try and do a sour chuckle, but I don't even know what that actually would sound like. Anyone else would probably find this... I'm recording. I got so worried for a second. I start recording way before I ever put the game on screen. I don't know why. I thought I wouldn't be. Anyways. Okay, hold on. Let me level with you guys. Let me be so for real. I haven't slept in a while. The insomnia is getting bad. And so my brain is been intense lately. I'm having a very hard time mentally functioning. And I'm doing my best. We're here. I'm here to have a good time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's just been hard. It's just been hard. It's just been rough. Okay. But we're gonna focus. We're gonna focus on our new roommate situation. I have hair attached to my face. Okay. Let's do this. Anyone else would probably find this old worn-down diner seat extremely uncomfortable, but you don't have that luxury of complaining. In fact, it might be the softest thing you've sat on in a week. Oh. Unaware of your own actions, you start anxiously fidgeting with your phone, silently praying to all the possible gods out there that your application will be approved. Please. 9. 10. At this point, you've been homeless for 11 months, nearly a year. After saving all the money you could for several months, you finally were able to save enough to rent an apartment. Or at least that's what you thought. Oh, I double-clicked. No, can I go back? Son of, okay. I get twitchy. Shaky. In 11 months of your homelessness, the housing prices only went up, making it practically impossible for you to find anything to afford at this point. You frantically searched every housing website, hoping to at least get some shitty old room, but nothing has ever even nearly been in your price range. But this listing was everything you could have ever asked for. You were thanking whoever was up there in the sky. Or down there in the pits of hell. You ever been there? You ever been there in your life? Where things were just so much, so intense, so terrible that you were like, I don't care who is listening. I don't care what deity's out there. I don't care if I have to sell my soul to a demon, please. That's how this feels. That's how this feels. Anyways, that you managed to apply basically minutes after the listing went live. Sure, it is shady as hell. No deposit required, or no credit history. There aren't even any pictures. And as a cherry on top, you'll have to live with some random guy you have no information about. That is sketchy. You were so eager to get to it. You were so eager to get it first, too, that you didn't even ask for a tour. If anything, you're almost entirely sure that it's probably some old shed or, even worse, a human trafficking trap. I think I'd rather be homeless. But you're already at the point where you don't even care. You feel like you'll go insane if you have to spend another night out on the streets. You shudder at the memories. Yeah, anything's better than that. Jeez, son of a... You can swear your heart skips a beat. Yeah, as your phone lights up with a new notification on the home screen. It's an email from the housing website. Could it be? You impatiently unlock your phone, somehow managing to enter your password incorrectly twice before you do. You quickly locate the email app and anxiously start reading. Thank you for your application, Fox. We appreciate you using our services and our smart algorithm has picked these 5 other apartments for you to look at. Ugh, are you kidding me? I just applied and already got an ad. You silently cursed the website, thinking that it would have been better if they paid for your rent instead of financing these ads that no one probably even looks at. Well, besides you. While busy with your grandiose brain cursing session, you almost skip another notification that quickly floats into your phone screen. It's yet another email. I swear to God if it's another ad. But it isn't. It's an email sent by whoever has posted that room listing. The first thing you note is its ridiculous length. All right? It's short. Okay. Too short. Uh-oh. In fact, there are only 3 lines, 2 of them being Dear Fox and BR Sungmin Kim. I'm so sorry. I don't speak Korean. I should learn. That would be fun. I do like learning languages. I'm not good at it, but I like trying to learn languages. I should learn Korean. That would be fun. Okay, the name of the original poster. I'm going to call him Sung. I hope that's right. Please let me know if I'm wrong. The middle line just says, if you come to the apartment to sign the contract within 30 minutes, I'll give you the key. I'm there. You live an hour away. I'm there anyway. Now you're entirely sure that your heart is skipping at least 30 beats a minute. Is that a lot? Am I dying? I'm pretty sure my resting heart rate is like 90 something. So if my heartbeat's going fast, I'm about to die. I'm at like 120, 150. You immediately spring from the seat, grabbing your backpack on the way before your attention is caught by a sad small cup of unfinished coffee on the table. It's not important. We need to go. Squeezing your lips with rising guilt, you quickly grab the drink, the cold remnants before putting it back down and storming out the diner. And then we run. Will this finally be the day that ends your homeless life for good? Will it? You find yourself in front of an apartment door trying to catch your breath. You don't particularly know how, but you somehow manage to make it in time. However, now you aren't even sure that you're in front of the correct apartment in the first place. This does sound like something that would happen to me. I'd be so stressed. I'm like, I can't knock on this. What's the wrong one? What's the wrong one? You were fully expecting some shady old building, but it turned out to be some average apartment complex. Something you could probably never even dream of affording in your current state. You hesitate for a good minute before letting out an anxious sigh and pressing the doorbell button. You hear the ordinary buzzer sound play on the other side of the door, and then complete silence. That silence quickly gets interrupted, though, as you hear some faint footsteps down. Footsteps. Footstep sounds behind the door. I should have done like some tongue twisters or some vocal warm-ups before this, I feel like. The door's open. Who said it? You jolt as the sound of a man's voice comes from within the apartment, but almost instinctively push the door open. Still hesitant, you awkwardly step into the entrance. Hello? As you walk in, you almost immediately get taken aback by your surroundings. You've replayed so many made-up horror scenarios in your head on your way here that the sight of an ordinary-looking hallway suddenly seems scarier than anything you could have come up with. There's no one in sight, so you just default to a polite stance in the front of the entrance door, not even daring to make a single step. Hello? Now that you're actually in the apartment, and now that you've confirmed that it looks more or less normal, your anxiety levels are going through the roof. You have to make a good impression. You won't have another chance like this. Fox, I assume. That's me. Hi. Oh, interesting. You almost jump as a tall, slouched man suddenly appears in one of the doorways of the hallway you were in. Hello, tall, slouched man. I'm Fox. It's very nice to meet you. I like your suit. Think I'm impressing him? You don't immediately realize that he's dressed in a suit because of how disheveled and scruffy he appears to be. I think he looks fine. He looks good. Albeit you're not in any position to judge. His eye bags almost seem to merge with his dark eyes as he tiredly looks straight at you. If your eyesight was just a bit worse, you would have even thought he just had two big holes for eyes, given how pale his skin is otherwise. Hey, us pale people gotta stick together. You see this? This is the white of the shirt that I'm wearing. You can't tell the difference. Dumbfounded, you stare back at him, thinking that this eye contact is going on for a bit too long for your taste. Before you realize that it's your cue to respond. I'm the problem. Oh, options. What did he ask? I've just been staring at him. Ah, yes, that's me. Wrong. My name is actually, how did you guess? Are you psychic? That would indeed be me, sir. Aye, aye, Captain. We gotta make a good impression. We gotta make a good impression. Yes, that's me. And you're Mr. Kim, if I'm not wrong. You're not. But just Sung-min is fine. Okay, Sung-min. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be late for work if we don't hurry, so if you just follow me to the kitchen. Very well. The man then wastes no time as he promptly walks into the kitchen, and you are left with no choice but to follow him in. Ooh. You step into the kitchen and once again get temporarily stunned by just how normal everything looks. Why am I upset that things look normal? I only rented the room. Sure, you can tell that someone lives here by small stains and patches of dust here and there, but if you had to choose, you'd happily use this place to take some photos for online housing ads or something. Oh, it's a nice place. It's nice. Speaking of photos, you thank heavens for the millionth time today. If Sung-min put up pictures of this apartment, it would have gotten snatched before you could even apply. You don't know if that was just pure laziness or simple lack of time, but you couldn't feel more grateful to the man in front of you for leaving the listing So empty. But you shouldn't feel grateful just yet. Why? You still haven't signed the contract. True, true. No gratitude. Now, if you just look through the papers and sign at the places I marked, done. I don't care what it says. I'll sign it. Shouldn't be signing contracts I didn't read. Huh? The papers on the table? It's the contract. Wait, is that it? That can't be it, right? You won't even ask for any additional information? But if you're concerned about the rent, the payment is obviously up front, but we can go through that in the evening. If I stay any longer, I'll probably get fired for being late. Fair. You're free to move your stuff and unpack, though. But if you're not interested, that's fine too. Then I'd appreciate it if you... No! I want it! Oh, I want it. I want it so bad. No, I'll sign. I'm interested. Wow, you're an eager one, aren't you? Oof. Right. Clearly, this man is not all too concerned about who his new flatmate will be. If he was, he wouldn't have put up an empty listing and responded to a random application within minutes of receiving it. That's true. Dude was desperate for a roommate. Can't even afford to care about his reasons at this point. It's a good apartment, the rent is something you can afford, and the only tenant doesn't look too crazy. He's beautiful. That is a stunning man. Tired, but that is a stunning man. What do we mean, not too crazy? You quickly grab the papers messily scattered around the table with slightly trembling hands as you then read through them. After making sure that it really isn't some part of the human trafficking ring, you take the pen laying around on the table and find the marked spots Sung Min mentioned. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Maybe I felt like my signature was a little short. Maybe I wanted it to be longer and prettier in such beautiful handwriting. After you sign, you audibly breathe out before handing the papers to Sung Min. He quickly goes through them and then nods at you. Great, your room is the one opposite of the bathroom. It's to the right of the kitchen. That should be it for now. Dude, I got a house. Right. The man in front of you feels around in his pockets for a brief second before putting his hand into one and then taking something out. He fumbles with the item for a moment before he finally gets a firm grip on it. He is definitely clumsy, to say the least. Here's the key. Just don't lose it. Fair enough. I got an item! Wow! Your hands seem to shake even more as Sung Min puts a simple metallic key into them. I won't. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, we'll handle the payment later. I should get going. Right. Right. Lock the door after me? Absolutely. Yes. Yes, of course. Right. You try to shake off your stupor. You still can't believe that you're officially not homeless anymore. Not homeless. Let's go. Still somewhat stupefied, you follow Sung Min back to the entrance where he proceeds to put his shoes on, shoes that look as scruffy as he is, and then stands straight in the front of the door. Why are we so mean about this man's appearance? He is objectively very attractive. I don't know what we're talking about here. I get that he's like, his suit's a little disheveled and things like that, but he looks tired, okay? Let's give him a break. Why am I so mean? Then he stands straight in the front door, as straight as his slouched back allows him to anyway. Hey, I feel that. Just make sure to lock it properly. And don't let strangers in. Wouldn't ever. I'm not a kid, I at least know this much. Right. Well, I will see you in the evening. I'd be happy to have you for dinner. Have you over for dinner? I don't socialize very often. So I read that incorrectly and I was like, I don't think that this is that type of game. I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyway, With that, Sungmin leaves through the entrance door, nearly tripping over the welcome mat. Ugh, again, happens every time. Oh. After Sungmin disappears down the hallway, you waste no time as you shut and lock the door. Such a simple motion, yet it feels so foreign to you. While on different levels, you are now also a resident of this apartment. You own a key, you can lock the door, you can sleep in your own room. So simple, yet so foreign. God, I can't even imagine having to go through something like that, you know? You squeeze the key that's already made home in your palm and can't help but let a nervous smile curl up your lips. I did it. I really did it. Still overcome with a mix of relief and excitement, you locate your room that, just like Sungbin said, is opposite of the bathroom. Ooh. I really dig this art style. It's really nice. You walk through a simple door in a bedroom that appears to be just as simple. You're surprised to find that it's actually fully furnished, bed and desk included. What? At this point, you wouldn't even mind sleeping on the floor, but seeing how the bed has its own bed sheets, you almost tear up. Oh, if this is a dream, I will be so pissed. Oh. But it isn't. And you can hardly believe it. Well, I guess I might as well unpack. The only good thing about being homeless is that besides the backpack always glued to your shoulders, you have no other things. You take it off and start going through your carefully packed stuff. Unpacking. I got a toothbrush. It's got a hair in it. We can pull that out. Portable charger. Bedroom. Thermos. Kitchen. Shampoo. Bathroom. Utensils. Kitchen. Anti-stink. Contains lead. What? Garbage. What is it? What's anti-stink? What is this? I guess I'll keep it in the bedroom. I don't... Or is it soap? It might be soap. Multivitamins. We can keep those in the room. Oh. We gotta keep the stuffy. DNR alert. Do not resuscitate. I guess we can keep that on us too. Done! I'm amazing! I'm so good. Unpacked. What now? Finally done with putting your things away, you turn towards your new bed and look down at it with rising temptation. I'm gonna take a nap. No longer able to resist, you let yourself fall onto the fresh bed sheets. So soft. And all yours. You rub your face against the pillow with a smile. It feels like the luck you've accumulated throughout the year was all poured into this one day. Who knows, maybe in the future you'll even be able to rent an apartment of your own. Everything seems possible now. It really does. I'm so happy for my character. You don't notice how your eyelids start feeling heavier and heavier, and by the time you realize and open your eyes, a few minutes have already passed. Luckily, though, you don't have a shift today. Might as well take a nap. That's right, get some good rest, get some sleep. A really lucky day, huh? Left with no energy to even think, you let yourself fall into a deep slumber. Dream, dream beautiful, happy dreams. You deserve it. Oh, it's evening. When you open your eyes again, it's already dark outside. Feeling strangely satisfied and refreshed, you stretch and slowly sit up. God, I haven't slept this good in a long time. Beep. Oh shit! Right, Sungmin said that you'd sort out the rent payment in the evening. And even offered to have dinner together. Oh, my tummy. Free food. The best kind of food. Crap, this is not what's important right now. You feel a sense of anxiety build up in your throat as you check the time on your phone. 10:27 p.m. I overslept! Crap. While you silently curse yourself for being so careless, you get off the bed and start unconsciously walking back and forth. I mean, if he really cared, he would have woken me up, right? Man, this person overthinks as much as I do. It's not like you locked the room or anything. Okay, I would have locked it, but you know. Speaking of that, is he even home? You cautiously tiptoe towards the door and quietly put your ear against it, trying to see if you can catch any sounds. Anything? He's here. You can clearly make out footstep sounds and moving noises coming from the outside of your room. Great. Wonderful. You're not getting kicked out just yet. Maybe the dinner offer's still on the table, too. 10:27. Man, am I old? Am I old? I go to bed so early. 10:27? For dinner? Oh my god. Not wanting to wait any longer, you swing the door open and walk into the hallway. Surprisingly, the hallway looks really different when it's dark. It almost has this new feel to it. Very different from the plastic perfect filming set you've witnessed earlier. You don't spend much time mulling over your perception of the hallway, though, as your attention is caught by the light coming from the kitchen. The sounds are coming from there, too. You don't have to be Sherlock to deduce that Sung Min is in there, or so, not wasting any time, you walk towards the light. Wait. What? This can't be. What the hell? Oh, hey. Oh. Hey. I'm sorry. Queen of the kitchen. I love that. Anyways, you... That's besides the point, Sungmin. I walk in on you chopping up what is obviously a human body, and your reaction is, oh, hey. Like it's a Tuesday. Like it's a Tuesday and you're making chicken noodle soup. I don't know what people cook. Oh, hey? Oh, hey? That's... Okay. This can't be that, right? There's a human leg. I don't think that we can mistake it for anything else at this point. That is a very humanoid leg, unless he's eating altars, which also would be crazy. But like, I don't think that's what this game is. Come on, Fox, you're not stupid. There has to be an explanation. Surely, this guy broke into our house while I was asleep. You saw him being creepy and you came and murked him. And now you're trying to get rid of the body of the person that you just murdered who broke into our apartment. Surely. Right? That's early Halloween decorations? It's cake! Everything's cake nowadays. It's cake! Hyper-realistic cake! Is that hyper-realistic cake you're making? You know, like in the videos. Those are the videos I was talking about. You know, where everything's cake? Those are all cakes, right? No, these are real human body parts. He's so nonchalant about this that I almost feel chill about it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel... like, the fact that he's not freaking out that I'm witnessing this, already I'm like, okay, he's not gonna kill me. You know what I mean? Like, he's just... Or is he definitely gonna kill me? And that's why he's so nonchalant about it. I just realized that there are fingers down here in the bottom. Just sticking out behind the text. But he's just so chill about it. He's not like, oh shit, she saw. He's just like, no, it's human. I killed somebody. Oh, come on, you were supposed to agree with me. Oh, sorry. This is just a weird looking pig. Oh, long pig, is it? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Ooh. That's a smile. That is a malicious smile. Ooh. Shit. And you just started thinking you lucked out with this apartment. What is he? I would assume human. A serial murderer? A cannibal? A serial cannibal? No, wait, that's wrong. A cannibal cereal? You're thinking about calling the police. I'd advise against it. I wasn't gonna try. You killed whoever that is. My survival instincts say that I should be wary. You're already good at killing people, and I don't want to be one of them. Of course you're calling the police. No, I'm not. I'm not. Shut the fuck up, Fox. Next thing you know, it'll be your leg that has him on the cutting board. Those weren't the words. You just got out of homelessness, and you're not about to die to some cannibal serial murderer in a pink apron now. You do understand that if I get arrested, you will no longer be able to stay here, right? You have a point. Do you read thoughts too? I don't. I love this. How do you know I want to stay here anyways? Just so you know, Mr. Sung-min, I have a grandma I can stay with at any time. No, you don't, Ms. Fox. And even if you do, you probably hate her enough to apply to a random suspicious listing and sign the contract all in the same day. So you did it on purpose! Well, something like that. When he smiles, it's like, there's just like this thing that you're like, ooh. Am I attracted to the cannibal? Stop smiling, bro. You gotta stop. I'm not calling the police. I need this place. No, he's right. There's nowhere else you can go now, and your only choice would be to return to homelessness. It'd be silly to think police would help with your situation too. Yeah, I'd be dead before they got here. Man, what the hell? Are you going to eat it? Yes. He's so matter of fact. It's too much meat though. I'm just going to store it for the future. I don't get such tender meat often. It would be a pity if it went to waste. I mean, I guess I'm glad you're not wasting the person. Where'd you get them? Please at least tell me they were like a bad person. Like they were watching kids, or you saw them steal somebody's purse. Maybe they're part of the trafficking ring. Maybe. Not just like Joe Schmo from down the road. Ugh, this wasn't the dinner he was talking about, was it? Ugh. What are you even supposed to do now? Do you really have to tolerate a cannibal living literally in the same apartment as you? But the life on the streets, the feeling of your skin being so dirty that no matter how hard you scrub it, nothing makes you feel clean. The long nights spent dumpster diving, going through pounds of discarded food just to be chased away by minimum wage employees that, in retrospect, are in no better situation than your own. You shudder at the memories. Listen. Yes? Shit. Whatever. Anything's better than going back there at this point. If they catch you, don't involve me. And like, don't eat me either. Deal. We got this. I know nothing. I'm always asleep at this town, okay? I've never seen it, never heard of it. I thought that the meat in the fridge was ground beef, and I'm a vegetarian. I'm not really a vegetarian, but as far as the police are concerned, I'm a vegetarian, okay? It might take me a while, and as you can see, it's really messy, so let's talk about your payment tomorrow. That's fine. Yeah, I can see that you've got a little something, well, everywhere. Ah, oopsies, didn't realize. I guess I'll have to come up with another explanation for the dry cleaners. You should be watching those yourself, I feel like, at this point. Last time they didn't fully believe my "it's just paint" excuse. How's this man not been caught? Ugh, why are suits such a pain? Right. Well, you probably better go sleep. Unless you want to watch. Don't smile at me after saying that. No! Thanks! No thanks, no. Well, see you tomorrow then. Yeah. Good night, my new housemate. Don't forget that I know where you sleep. Great. Great. Phenomenal. We literally live in the same apartment. Why wouldn't you? Just thought I should remind you. Right. I'm leaving now. I'm going this way, and you're gonna stay here. Good night, Fox. Good night, Sungmin. Feel like you won't be able to sleep tonight. No, I think it's fine. I think we could work with this. I think this is gonna be great. But surprisingly, you zonked out pretty quick. Man, I was tired. Paintbrush. The next few days, you were still overcome with a faint sense of panic, afraid that Sungmin will eat you, or even worse, the police finds him and you'll have to go back to the streets. Priorities, okay. But contrary to your fears, nothing really happens. In fact, after handling the first rent payment and enduring Sungmin's awkward attempts at thanking you, you don't even see him all that much. Regardless of how under-socialized he seems, he's fairly polite when you do encounter him. Sungmin seems to work some pretty brutal hours at his office job. Your apartment is basically a ghost town half the time. You wouldn't be surprised if there were literal ghosts haunting this place, considering all the bodies piling up around here. Right. You're lucky that your shifts usually start in the early morning and end somewhere during the daytime or evening, unlike Sungmin's grueling schedule. At first you thought that you'd at least cross paths with him in the afternoons, but as it turns out, he typically comes home rather late at night. Well, I mean, between like working an office job and then going and murdering somebody to bring them home, I feel like that would take some effort, you know? It's unlikely that your housemate is getting his full 8 hours of beauty sleep. That would explain it. That would explain the dark circles. 3 weeks pass by without you noticing, and still, you can count the amount of times you've crossed paths with Sungmin on your one hand. Those few times that you did see him could feel his gaze linger on you. He's watching me. You're not sure what that's about, but even when he's not around, you can still feel his eyes lapping at your skin. Do you think he thinks I look tasty? Do I look scrumptious? Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night to the sounds coming from the kitchen, which your imagination twists into the sickest imagery. But that aside, you really have nothing to complain about. You can't be more grateful to have a solid roof above your head and somewhere to return to after work every day. Some form of steady housing really does change your life for the better. You don't have to worry about where to sleep every single night, about not being able to shower when you want, about the chance of getting robbed if you're not careful enough, about having some privacy, and so on. You hate to admit it, but you really don't regret staying here, even a bit. That's fair. You condemn what Sungmin does, but considering you're not really exposed to it anyway, even the constant dread of being butchered or kicked out if he's ever found out slowly leaves your mind. Cool. Despite how absolutely worn out Sungmin appears to be, he's very mindful about the cleanliness of your common spaces. Surprisingly, even your funds start looking better now that you're able to take on more hours and leech off Sungmin's Wi-Fi. Hell, you even start considering getting a second job. Everything seems almost too good to be true. When's the other shoe gonna drop? We already got one, pretty big one. I think that was the sound of the shoe dropping. Literally. What the? A loud sound coming from somewhere within the apartment suddenly pulls you out of your deep slumber. Did something fall? Or even worse, someone? An image of Sungmin dragging a new corpse into the apartment suddenly pops into your head. That would be my assumption. Irk. Irk! But what if something happened? You spend a couple of minutes sleepily contemplating if you'd rather this sound be a corpse about to be devoured by your landlord or the very same landlord collapsing on the floor. Ugh, whatever. If it's a corpse, I'll just pretend it's a hyper-realistic cake again. Yeah. Cake. Totally cake. As you step into the hallway, you quickly realize you weren't worried for no reason. My intuition is always on top. Your housemate is on the floor looking as if he had collapsed a few minutes prior, and you guess that's probably what happened too. You waste no time and quickly walk up to him. Hey. Hello? Hey! Ugh, no need to yell. Ugh, finally. Good morning, USA. What happened? Good morning, USA. What? What happened? You okay? I wanted to shower, but I'm too tired. And hungry, it sounds like. And hungry. Now that he mentions it, you do realize that the man in the front of you smells. Badly. Awfully. You might even say abhorrently. I'm just fucking mean. You're the You're the Thorith. That may be the worst I've ever. The fuck. Help. That may be the worst I have messed up a word in a while. Your thesaurus session of listing synonyms for the word bad gets interrupted by Sungmin lightly groaning as he attempts to stand up. Jeez, what time even is it? Definitely past 12 a.m. at this point. And he just came from work? That's just another wage slave. You can't help but feel bad for him. Sure, he might be living in this nice apartment, and you would lie if you said you didn't feel a twinge of jealousy, but what even is the point of having it if you just come here to sleep? Very true. This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with some empathy. Please just remember the caveat I gave earlier about how I haven't been sleeping well lately. As I continue to butcher every sentence that gets put in front of me on this freaking game. Okay, let's try again. This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with enough sympathy to want to help the man in front of you. All right, come on, I'll give you a hand. Am I gonna shower this man? Huh? Yeah, he's confused too. You know, a hand. Just don't bite it, okay? I know you're hungry and all, but I am not food. Me? Not food. You? No eat. I remember that. Good. You stretch your hands towards the collapsed Sungmin as he dumbfoundedly looks back at you. Finally, he grabs it with his and heavily gets up. There we go. Okay, you go shower now, and I'll make something for you in the meantime. What? Are you sure? I guess at this point. What do you think about human burger? Okay. Yes, I am. For once. But you seriously better go before you stink up the place or I change my mind. No. Alright, okay. Before you can say anything else, Sungmin clings to the wall for support as he walks away, vanishing into the bathroom. Well, that's that. Time to cook now, I suppose. For a second, you wonder if you should put Sungmin's Queen of the Kitchen apron on, but quickly decide against it. I'd have worn the apron. I would have put the apron on. That thing has probably seen more blood than your blood vessels have in your entire lifetime. You immediately start checking the drawers and cupboards in search for ingredients. You and Sungmin haven't really divided the kitchen space, but since you don't have a lot of things anyways, you took the liberty of picking an empty one and stored most of your things in there. As you go through the cupboards, you quickly realize that, apart from condiments and instant ramen, there's nothing of nutritional value. In fact, most cupboards designated for food are just filled to the brim with nothing but cup ramen. What the? You already felt bad for him before that, but now you feel really bad. You feel so bad, in fact, that you check your own cupboard to see if you could bake anything with your stuff instead. Unfortunately, it happens to be the day when you ran out of almost everything, and besides a sad handful of oatmeal staring back at you from the bottom of the jar, there's nothing you could turn into a sustainable meal. Defeated, you return to the cup ramen hoarding board raining on the shelves. Cup ramen it is, I guess. You pick a random pork-flavored package and start cooking. Cooking time! Do I actually get to cook? Oh my god, I do. I didn't think that. Ooh! Yeah! Pour it. Plate it. Put the thing. I don't make cup ramen. I don't make cup ramen. I don't know how this works. Got an item! All done, I suppose. You try to squeeze out a smile as a sign of pride in your work, but no amount of grinning can make the sad excuse for meal any better. All of a sudden, an idea pops into your head. An idea that's so foreign to your morals that you wonder if you're starting to go insane cooking that cup ramen. I'm gonna try and pull like the frozen human meat out. And then I'm gonna like cook it, like I'm gonna like saute it, or so, I don't know, I don't cook. I'm like somehow find a way to cook it and then like put bits of human to make it more of a full meal or something, aren't I? Am I gonna just start eating human through this? Am I a follower? I mean, he's a no, he's a cannibal, so what if you made some human meat for him to go, yep, together with the ramen? You don't even have to look in the freezer to know that he has containers full of human meat down there. If anything, you're grateful that he at least doesn't store it in the fridge. In fact, he doesn't store anything in the fridge at all. His side is always empty and yours just has some occasional milk and eggs here and there. Don't tell me he's just been surviving off instant ramen and human meat. That's how it looks, I will say. It sounds like you're surviving off of milk, oatmeal, and eggs though, so I don't know if we're doing any better. I realize that now I'm comparing human meat to like actual edible food, and that's not what I meant. It's not really time to contemplate about Sungmin's dietary choices at the moment. He'd probably be out of the shower soon. You have to decide. You know what? I'm all in. Well, he is a cannibal. You know what? I respect his dietary choices. And I may not agree with them or want to eat them myself, but if I'm going to cook for him, I should be respectful of what he enjoys eating. I'm trying to be a good person. This is okay. Does the fact that I'm cooking a person that I didn't kill outweigh the fact that I'm cooking a loving meal for somebody? Like, this is an act of like appreciation and care for this person because I know that this would make him happy? Or is it still bad because it's a human? We're not gonna question it. This is me doing a loving act, an act of kindness, and I will not be berated by you at all. I stand on business. Let's cook some human meat. You swallow as you open the freezer, cold air pouring out of it as if it's some sort of evil premonition. It's just chicken or pork. Fish. You try to convince yourself that what you will be cooking is anything but human meat as you reach for one of the freezer compartments. When you finally find enough courage to open it, it surprisingly turns out to be nearly empty. Ooh, we're running out of person. Better go murder someone else. There's just one lonely container lying at the bottom. Honestly, it's not anything like you'd expect it to be. No gouged out eyes, no jars with human teeth, nothing grotesque, just one small container. For some reason, just the sight of it calms you down. What? Okay. Calms you down enough for you to simply pick the little plastic box up and shut the freezer without a second thought. Just pork. Just pig. Haha. Remember? Then you absent-mindedly take out a pan and start the typical process of frying meat. Heat up the pan, pour some oil. By the time you're supposed to put the meat on the pan, you've relaxed enough that you can easily do it. Thankfully, Sungmin has already pre-cut it into slices, leaving you with the easy part of the job. After a couple of minutes of spacing out in front of the stove, a familiar smell brings you back to reality. No! Pork. It smells just like pork. No! Did you really manage to convince yourself that it's pork after all? What in the... Hey. Sungmin. Hi. Yes, I'm pregnant. No, you can't touch my belly. He's so adorable. I can't. Sir, I can't look at you while I'm trying to be nice to you. What the? What is this t-shirt choice? I kind of fucking love it. Sungmin. Yes? Are you pregnant? No. Have you ever been pregnant? No. Have you ever impregnated? Why am I asking these questions? Is it for the shirt? Have you ever impregnated anyone? This is very prying. No, I haven't. What's with these questions? Never mind. It's not important. I made you some human. Nom nom. It's the airplane. Alright, you guys want some human? Open your mouth. Okay, sorry. Anyways, something smells really good. Smells like pork, doesn't it? Yes. I couldn't find anything, so I made some cup ramen. And I'm frying some human meat. Sungmin raises his eyebrows for a second before he takes a step towards you. He gets so close that you can practically feel his breath on your face. Okay, bro. Personal space. So close, in fact, that you can catch a whiff of artificial peach wafting from his pale skin. Personal space. Instinctively, you take a step back. Is he not happy? You're burning it. I'm sorry, it's the last of his meat. Oh wait, you're right. Can you fetch my glasses from the bathroom, please? I'll take over the cooking. Yes, sure. Appreciate it. I like just how almost normal of this conversation is. For the fact of what's happening. You quickly make your way to the hallway. In a way, it almost feels like a dream. Or a nightmare. Regardless, you're just happy that you're not the one frying in that pan. That is what it says. You're not the one frying in that pan. Sighing, you step into the bathroom. Searching time. Why? Oh, we're looking for his glasses. Okay. Nice. I like the sticker. Random human tooth. Perfect. Beautiful. What are these? You think I could... Oh my god, do you think I could make something out of this? It's a puzzle. Holy god. Okay, we'll get his glasses last. There's a puzzle here for sure. I freaking love art boxers. I love them. There's just like... There's something so whimsical about it. My toothbrush! Let's just put those right on his boxers. That's fair. My anti-stain... Another tooth. Great. Okay. It's a heart! Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I'm in love. How far up do you think this goes? Maybe like there? Okay, where's the middle? Where's this part that goes in the... Or do I need to go in more? Why is this here? Actually, though. What am I doing with it? Who does he love? I want to snoop and find out. I see this one, but I don't think that goes there. I realize I'm just supposed to be grabbing glasses, but you know, I'm a little sidetracked. Aha. This one. I don't know where this goes. Rawr. It has little teeth and one of them's bloody. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Okay, fine. I'll grab his glasses. But why? Why is there a heart? You know? I got an item. Why? I want to know why there's a bloody painted heart in the bathroom. When you successfully get Sung Min's glasses and return to the kitchen, you find him already sitting at the bar table and the food ready in front of him. You hand Sung Min the glasses, his cold, bony fingers brushing against yours as he takes them. Ah, thank you. The man gratefully nods, and you, a bit hesitantly, grab a stool and sit opposite side of him. Ooh? Are we about to connect? Are we about to talk? Communicate? Ooh. Ooh, okay, this is a little close, but it's fine. You assume that Sung Min will start talking first, but unsurprisingly, he continues eating, completely ignoring your presence. Lovely. Seems like you'll have to be the one to start the conversation. I'm bad at that. What does it taste like? I don't know that we want to go there just yet. Maybe that's third conversation type of talk. Why do you need a housemate? Why do you eat people? Why did you oh yeah, you know, we need to listen. We need to pay attention. What happened, buddy? What's going on? Why'd you collapse? Hey, why'd you collapse like that earlier? He raises his eyebrow at you as if you just asked a very obvious question. You already know the... Well, I get it. You're tired. You're hungry. You're working a lot. But like, do you want to talk about it? I was trying to like give you the floor to talk about your feelings. I'm here for you. And you do. Well, I was hungry. And tired. Right. Right. Seems like your workplace has been really overworking you, huh? What workplace doesn't nowadays? Fair enough. Oh my god, it is me. I say that all the time. But still, maybe you should change companies? I feel like one day this amount of overworking will put you in your grave. You know what? Maybe you do have a point. Really? I'm helping. I've stayed at this company for a tad too long. They'll probably start getting suspicious about their higher-ups and clients disappearing soon. Oh. That too. That might, yeah. They're what? It's decided then. Tomorrow, I will start sending my applications to new companies. There you go, buddy. Thanks, Fox. You're welcome. Glad I could help. Yes, you're welcome. You want to bring his earlier comment up, but his face looks so full of newfound determination that you realize it's already too late. You spend the next few moments in silence as Sungmin finishes his food and you, absorbed in your own little world, stare out of the window at the city, drowning in the darkness. The whole situation almost seems funny to you. Just a few weeks ago, you had nowhere to go and had to look for a place to spend the night every single day. But now you're here, sitting in this clean, cozy kitchen, with a cannibal eating human meat by your side. Human meat that you have prepared for him. Nevertheless, you can't help but admit that you much rather prefer this bloodthirsty cannibal's company to your homeless life. What a cursed world we live in, huh?
No.
Hey, Fox. Oh my god, he's initiating conversation with me. This is crazy. This is a first. Okay. Don't mess it up. Be nonchalant. Huh?
No.
Thanks for the meal. You're welcome. You look so shy right now. Yeah, of course. You know, it's been a long time since someone made me a meal. I couldn't guess why. For the life of me. I'm in.
No.
Instead of me making a meal out of them, don't look at me while you say that. Don't look me in the eyes while you say things like that. Is that his attempt at humor? Based on that quirky little smile right there, I would say it is. Why? I hate this. I hate that I find this smile on this man to be attractive and it's pissing me off. It's not that kind of game! Stop looking at me like that. He eats people. I can't remember the last time that I had living company over. Being a cog in the capitalist machine does that to you, though. It kills your social life. Sometimes I think that the dead enjoy my company more than the living do. Oh, look how sad he is. No, don't be sad. I'll be your social life. What I'm trying to say is thank you for spending time with me. My heart, I can't take it. Is it that kind of game? Because if it is, I'll go all in. But I don't actually know. Well, I'll probably head to bed after doing the dishes. I'll do the dishes. You get some sleep. Shut those beautiful eyes. While there's still time to sleep. You should probably do the same, though. Sorry for waking you up. How did you... You already have that puffy morning face. Excuse you? My face is beautiful. Puffy or not. Well, at least he's honest. But he is also right. You almost started falling back asleep while sitting with him there. And you'd rather upkeep your sleeping schedule if you want to get a second job. Fair. That wasn't an insult, by the way. Kind of cute, actually. Oh my god, it is that kind of game. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on. Hold on. He thinks I'm cute. I think you're cute. Is it hot in here? It feels a little hot in here. He thinks I'm cute. Oh god. Oh, he's hungry again. I was about Let's not say that. That's future conversation. Is it that kind of game? Do you think it's that kind of game? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Did his stomach just rumble? You should probably get out of here before he asks for seconds. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Good night, Sungmin. Good night, Fox. Sweet dreams. Oh, he wants me to have sweet dreams. He loves me. No, okay. Get it together. Get it together, Fox. He murders people. I'll get myself an OBS. Listen here, you horny bitch. Okay, okay. I'm totally cool. With that, you go back to your room and quickly find yourself falling asleep in the warm embrace of your bed. The next day, you can't help but mentally go back to your encounter with Sung Min. You feel that he's so charming. He's so charming. I'm gonna turn it into this kind of game. I've decided. We're gonna fuck Sung Min, all right? Let's do it. Why not? You can't lie. There's something about him. Something that strangely attracts you, despite him being a cannibal and a murderer. That fact almost makes you feel ashamed. Not, it doesn't though. It's just almost, okay? I shouldn't defend that. You don't let it fully get to you though, as your gratitude for the housing opportunity is far bigger than your sense of shame. The previous night only ignited your morbid attraction towards him even more. You wonder why. You spend the whole day thinking about it and don't notice how quickly it passes. Oh, God, I'm in love. In the end, you go to bed completely exhausted after another day of hard work. Ooh. Ooh. I love him. Oh no, he collapsed again. I have a meal you can eat. No, okay. Sorry, I'm taking it too far. I have to remember that I am on camera right now. This is going on the internet. Why do I do these things? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have no shame. All right, I have a meal right here. Stop. Seriously? Again? Hasn't even been a full day, for God's sake. Well, he was still hungry. We did not cook him enough food last night. This time you don't even waste time sitting around and immediately get up and swing your door open as you step into the hallway. You stop in your tracks almost momentarily. The hallway turns out to be empty. Oh, this time he did drop a corpse, for sure. And there's sounds of water coming from the bathroom. Sung Min is probably showering in there. Then what was that noise? Somebody broke in. We're gonna... You ready? Surely you're not going insane yet, are you? Been insane a long time. You hesitantly start walking forward before you notice something around the corner that was not there before. Something red. Ah, it's just a corpse. So nonchalant about this. You know what? I'm falling in love with the cannibal. I have to be on board with the corpses, okay? Everybody has baggage. Gosh. Stop judging my man. Wait, a corpse? Okay. Now I'm overreacting. Seems like you somehow jinxed it yesterday. Based on the amount of meat you saw in the freezer, or rather lack thereof, you guess that Sung Min has probably decided to restock. Well, you know what? As his new fling, I'm about to cut this meat up for him and put it away nicely in Tupperware in the freezer. Ziploc bags. Anything for my man. Anything. Jeez, this one looks really rough. Why would he need to tie it up though? Oh my God, they're not dead. Oh my God, they're not dead yet. My elbow keeps itching and it's driving me crazy. What? They're not dead. Why are you itching now too? Stop! Okay, it's not dead. It's not dead. They're not dead. They're a person. They're a person. Please. Oh God. No. Please. What the? All right. Okay. Seems like this corpse is not so dead. Not so much of a corpse. He's bringing home other women. I see. Please spare me. I haven't done anything. Right. And what are you supposed to do now? Kill her. Kill her. Take her down. I said that I was gonna cut her up and put her in the freezer, and I meant it. Just because she's alive, just because she can talk, just because she has feelings, okay? I'm supposed to just like Just let my man's food go? I'm committing. I'm committing. I'm committing. I'm committing. I'm committing. I'm committing. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. I have to pick her or I have to pick him. I live with him. I already built somewhat of an emotional connection with him. She is fucking stunning now. Okay. Definitely not something you expected or were ready to deal with when you were leaving your room. You mentally cursed at Sungmin. You're not gonna hurt me, are you? No. Not gonna let you go either, though. Sorry. I'm not with that guy. I'm so with that guy. He just doesn't know it yet. Turns out I'm the problem. Out of the people who live in this apartment, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Jeez, this woman looks petrified. Well, no wonder. She's practically head to toe covered in blood. This is really awkward. She's just a poor, innocent person with an insane lack of luck, and you know her fate better than anyone. But do you really have any right to intervene? Then please, will you help me? Instead of responding, you just rub the back of your neck, feeling conflicted about what to do. Please, please, can you help me? Can you imagine? Oh God. Okay. At the sight of the woman's face sinks in growing hopelessness. Yeah, that's a fair response. What's your name? Don't tell her. Don't tell. What if she escapes now? I'm not supposed to know any of this. It's Fox. I'm Alicia. Don't tell me that. The food can't have names. The food can't have a name. I'd say nice to meet you, but this is probably not the best time for that, huh? Yeah. God, he's so scary. I was just walking down the alley from work and then he jumped out of nowhere. I mean, look at all this blood. He did all of this to me. God, I don't even know what's gonna happen to me. He's gonna eat you. I'm just gonna level with you. She deserves to know. What did I do to deserve this? You were walking down that alley. Not your fault. Not victim blaming. It's his fault for sure. But you didn't do anything wrong. You just happened to be wrong place, wrong time, you know. It happens. And death has to come for us all. You know? I just realized what shirt I'm wearing too. Death comes for us all. If you know, you know. And it just happens to be your time, Alicia. Sorry. He's keeping you prisoner here, isn't he? You know what? In case you escape, I'm saying yes. Well, you wouldn't exactly call it that. Come on, two people are stronger than one. I'm sure that if we act together, we can easily overpower him. I'm trying to get him to overpower me, if you know what I mean. Stop it. I promise that no harm will come your way. I might not look it, but I'm quite agile, you know? Well, you really don't want to risk being the one getting eaten instead. Oh, come on. Don't you see that I'm scared? Yep. Yes, you can. Fox, please. I really don't want to die. Everybody's time. Everybody's time comes at some point. I made a commitment. I made a commitment. I said I was going all in for him, and I don't go back on my word. No, I'm good. You're on your own. No, that's not tell this woman that I'm letting her die. What do you mean? Nah! Nah! What do you mean? No, I'm good. Sucks to suck, kid. Instead of fear, Alicia's face contorts with rage at your refusal. That's fair. There was no empathy in the way that I just told her I was letting her die. I just said, nah. Nah. Like she asked if I wanted another slice of pizza and I was like, nah. How dare you? How dare you refuse me? Do you even know who I am? You know, you yelling at me angrily is not gonna help me change my mind. You insignificant, stupid! Her yelling seems to attract attention because a freshly showered Sungmin creeps out from the bathroom. Slowly, he slinks up behind Alicia as he reaches for the light switch. Sungmin stands victorious over Alicia's now battered corpse. Though you doubt she had any chance in the first place, being tied up and all. You went behind me? You guys went that way. What do you were coming back this way? Human by chance? Is that what his shirt says? This made me hungry. Killing will do that to you. Good thing I brought home takeout. At first his remarks confuse you until you glance down towards Alicia. That's definitely one way to call her corpse. Hey Fox. You nervously look up at him. Hey. He didn't want to make you into a home-cooked meal now too, does he? He's got a whole other body, okay? He doesn't need... What you made me yesterday was decent. Are you trying to compliment me? And your company was quite energizing. Ah! I give him energy. So I was thinking, maybe we could cook together? It's getting hot in here. We could share. I don't know that I'm at that level in our relationship, but I'll cook with you. That sounds fun. Well, that's definitely out of character. On one hand, you kind of feel too afraid to agree. No, I'm all in. On the other hand, you feel too afraid to say no. But hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be a good bonding opportunity. Yeah. And no more killings will happen. Yes. Right. Help him cook! It's gonna be like our first date. It's not like Alicia was your friend or something. You have no qualms about helping Sungmin cook her. At this point, you've already done far worse than cooking a person. Did I? I guess not letting her go. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Plus, being on good terms with Sungmin, who is very much alive compared to Alicia, seems way more important right now. Sure, sounds delightful. I'm kind of a professional chef though, so stand back. Look at me flirting. Well, you're definitely not bad. Though you should get more practice cooking meat of the human variety. Look at that smile. Ooh. He's got jokes. Well, seems like this is your chance to do so. You drink some water. Sungmin takes his bloody apron off after carrying Alicia into the kitchen. It doesn't help make him look any less scary though, as his exposed skin is practically drenched in her blood. Human by chance, alpha by choice. Okay, boss, what are we cooking? Well, I was thinking of making curry. Oh, so you can make something besides instant ramen. Look at this banter. I actually enjoy cooking quite a bit. It's a hobby of sorts. Okay. If I didn't have to work this much, I'd probably spend more time indulging in that hobby. Wait, wouldn't that mean he would kill more people? Without beating around the bush, Sungmin promptly puts you to work at the cutting board. Meanwhile, he starts cooking rice and cleaning the remains of Alicia off himself. Thank you for not making me do that part. Well, time to get chopping. Ooh, we get to cook. Okay. Does it matter where? Oh. Wait. Am I just beating the shit out of this carrot? I am. Okay. Okay. Fuck you, onion! Cry louder! That worked. Oh, I like her tattoo. Do you think the tattoo tastes better or worse? Yummy! Delicious. Once you're both done with cooking, Sungmin takes out a second plate and looks at you questioningly. Oh no. When you're in a new relationship, it's healthy to try the things that your partner enjoys just to see if you have it in common. It's healthy. It's a normal part of any relationship. Seems like your landlord is inviting you to join him for a meal. A cannibal meal. I want him to fall in love with me. I want him to fall in love with me. I want him to fall in love with me. You see that beautiful man right there? I know, granted, you don't have to. You don't have to do the things that he wants to do in order to have a happy, loving relationship. You can have different hobbies. You can like different foods. But like, you should try things for your partner. You've already helped him cook the meat. Might as well try the fruits of your labor. It's gonna taste like pork. Surely. You nod at Sungmin and he fills the plate with fresh made curry. Human curry. You look down towards the fresh bowl of curry. The warm aroma from the piping dish is alluring. It has a deliciously spiced scent that dances across the kitchen, lingering delicately in the air. Various seasonings in the dish create a romantic, hot and heavy, yet sweet mouth-watering fragrance. Fragrance that you could practically taste. I was trying to get in the mood. The human meat you cooked really adds some pizzazz to the whole thing. Right. You nearly forgot that this curry is topped off with a nice serving of Alicia. You feel a little guilty that she smells so good. Oh, but look at that face. Oh, but he's beautiful. I'll do anything for you. You both take the same seat as yesterday and you can't help but feel a sense of deja vu. Well, partially because you did do the exact same thing the day before. This seems like a good opportunity to get to know Sungmin a little better though. Woo! Second date! Okay. Why did you pick Alicia? Am I jealous? Do you even have enough energy to do this? What's your backstory? What's up with your wardrobe? No. I love his wardrobe. Keep it up. What's the backstory? Tell me about yourself, Sungmin. Ooh. What kind of question even is that? I just want to get to know you better. You know, tell me about how you got to this point. About your life. Well, it all started when I was born. Yes, that is how it starts for most. In a town where I grew up. To 2 loving parents. And luxury out here. Then I went to school and graduated. Ivy, can you go lay down? Bringing giant toys back here. She's gonna rip out one of my cords. Silly dog. That's it? What did you expect? I don't know. I tend to give a lot more detail in my stories, but it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to get to know you better. So true. What did you expect? I expect to get to know him better, but whatever. Oh, come on. There's gotta be more to it than just that. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna tell us. Well, if you really want to know so badly. I did grow up to 2 loving parents in a town. The music has shifted. We're gonna learn some things. But our family was so poor we could barely keep our heads above water. My parents immigrated here from South Korea. They were sold this idea that moving to America would guarantee a better life for them. And for me. Even though we were poor, we still somehow managed to survive, even as my parents struggled to provide human meat for me. So you've been a cannibal, like, forever. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Like, you know, I was curious if that was, like, a lifestyle choice you got into later in life, but it sounds like that's just, that was, it's nostalgic. It reminds you of childhood. Of course. Of course. Your parents got you into this. All until my mom got breast cancer. Oh. Our insurance refused to pay for it, so my dad had to take out a bunch of loans to cover his medical fees. Cover her medical fees. In the end, it turned into an endless cycle of debt. Then, you know, my parents always told me to eat the rich. So I guess I took it quite literally. Alright. I was already a cannibal anyways. True. It just refined my tastes. He upgraded. Holy shit. I'm so sorry for your loss. I didn't know. Oh. No, my parents are fine. What do you mean? It was all a lie! My mom eventually won her battle with cancer, and they now live in the countryside back in South Korea. Oh, he didn't say she died. Just that it was an endless cycle of debt. That's on me. I misunderstood. There's still some debt remaining though, so I send them money to help every month. That's sweet. So he isn't just working hard for himself, but for his parents too. See, he's a loving guy. He had sweet, loving parents, and he's trying to help him out. Sometimes those rich pricks I eat have some money on them, so some months mom and dad get some extra. I love that. It's weird that there's something moralistic in something so amoral. Well, I'm glad your parents are alright at least. Me too. God, that smile. As the conversation slows into a comfortable silence, Sungmin begins to eat. Oh my god, I haven't tasted the food yet. Oh god, okay. Staring down at your own bowl, you find yourself hesitating. I couldn't imagine why. Are you guilty? Ashamed? Mortified at the choices that you've made yourself to get to this point? Those are not the correct. It's fine. You get the gist. You should be. You know logically that you should feel all of these things, but fuck, you really made some killer curry. Before you know it, a spoonful of steaming curry is already in your mouth. The mix of carrot, onion, and meat is devilishly delicious. Your brow twitches. Shouldn't you be disgusted by this? Wouldn't a normal, regular person be disgusted by this? Maybe you're not regular. Maybe there's two sides of you fighting for dominance. I have two wolves inside of me. A devil and an angel. Angle? A devil and an angle. Or was it angler? Like the fish? Or the fisher? Antler? Doesn't matter. Not important. This food is kickin', and you're the pro chef behind it. Not only do you enjoy this meal, but Sung Min seems to be enjoying it too, you think. His neutral expression makes it difficult to read him. I can sense all of his emotions. I'd look into his eyes and I know exactly how he's feeling at any given moment. That's my man. You count this as a win anyway. You know, it's my first time sharing this experience with someone else. I've never met anyone who heard me out after learning that I'm a cannibal. You were the first, Fox. Well, you know, I don't judge people off of things like cannibalism. If you were an asshole, that would be different. But cannibalism is fine. I can look past that. You're a good guy. Murder! Yeah, you gotta get your meat somewhere. Somehow you were not surprised. After all, it's not like there's some kind of cannibal cafe for him to mingle at, right? You can't help but feel kind of bad for the man in front of you. Being a cannibal is bound to be lonely, huh? Not to mention that it doesn't really seem like Sung Min has a lot of time to make friends otherwise. People are typically quick to judge me, even if they don't really know anything about me. They form their impressions of me without even getting to know me first, and that's really unfair of them. I feel like at some point I stopped trying. Stop trying to care about what people think of me. That's good, actually. It's really good to not care what people think about you. What's the point if it's bound to end the same way anyways, right? But I care about what you think, Fox. He loves me. God, look at that smile. This face. Okay, can you blame me? Can you blame a girl? Look at this man. Look at this man sat across from me right now. I don't want to hear anything, okay? You know? Okay. He cares about what I think. You shouldn't care about what anybody thinks about you, but you care about what I think. I think your presence is really changing me. I'm really bad with words, but I appreciate you for trying to get to know me, Fox. He appreciates me. He appreciates me. It means a lot to me. Anything. And you mean, say it. Oh, say it. Did you just fall asleep? No! Tell me you love me! Just say it. Just say it. You too. You in the camera as well. You tell me you love me too. Everybody loves me. I'm crazy. Remember when I said I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately? I cannot be held accountable for anything that I'm saying or doing or thinking during this playthrough. Thank you. You end up doing the dishes before attempting to lift Sung Min up to take him to bed. Oh man, I'm so strong. I'm gonna carry that man to bed. You quickly regret your decision, though, as he turns out to be heavier than he looks. God, isn't everybody? A real dead weight, huh? In the end, you have to spend a few minutes trying to shake him awake before he finally sleepily opens his eyes. You help Sungmin get up and make sure he stays up as you assist him in getting to his bedroom. Ooh. You even lead him all the way to the bed and carefully tuck him in, afraid that the man will collapse inches away from it. Sungmin's bedroom is kind of a pigsty, to put it nicely. So he's messy, okay? We're gonna be judgmental now. Surprising considering the state of the rest of the apartment. The shared spaces are always very tidy. You have no clue where he gets the energy to keep them clean, but you're thankful for it. It must be really taxing for him. Yeah, why am I not helping clean shared spaces? Especially since I seem to have more time. Stepping over his unironed clothes strewn about the floor, you successfully guide Sungmin to his unmade bed. I say that knowing full well that if I could get away with not cleaning, I probably would. I'm really bad, actually, at keeping things clean. I think it's like I have like ADD or something. Not diagnosed yet, but maybe next month I will be. But something like that. I'm actually really bad at keeping things clean. Exhausted, he collapses against the sheet. You don't even get to say goodnight before the sounds of his soft snoring fills the room. With the job well done, you retire to your own bedroom for the night. Now I'm gonna write in my diary about him. A hand. You'd say the dinner goes pretty well. So well, in fact, that the two of you go on to have many more dinners together, spanning over weeks. Then months. Then a year, oh my god. Surprisingly, Sungmin turns out to be rather soft for a bloodthirsty cannibal. Before you know it, your relationship with him naturally progresses into something more romantic. Okay. The two of you officially become partners. I told you I was gonna do it. You really let Sungmin cook, and perhaps that's what set you on his path. His path towards destiny. He's my destined partner. Towards the day that Sungmin proposes to you. Oh my god. We're getting married. You don't expect it, the abrupt nature of it all, when he slips the ring off of your dinner's finger and gets down on his knees. Oh my god! So romantic! The ring isn't your size, but you know, you could always get it adjusted later. Finally, all of your simping pays off. Yes! I knew it would one day. Of course you accept. Yes. Yes. Your wedding takes place at the most classy location anyone dating a cannibal would choose. The butcher counter at the local supermarket. All the meats and knives the eyes can see. Naturally, it's a breathtaking ceremony. Even the shoppers can't help but stop and stare in wonder. Or rather, in fear? No, they're probably just jealous of your supermarket wedding. Totally jealous. Hand in hand with Sungmin, the two of you will have a very grotesque, disgusting, and gory future. Exactly the way you hope it'll be. Sungmin has successfully rizzed you. Fucking. Or was it you who rizzed him? Oh, it was so me. Do you see how much riz I have? I don't like saying riz. This is me trying to like show you guys that I'm sexy. Who cares? Congratulations on your marriage. Thank you. Is that the end of the game? You got an ending! My housemate version 1, and you didn't even fall off a cliff. So I got the first ending. We're all just horny. Ending number 1 is be horny. I love that. And that was my sweet housemate. We did it. We seduced the cannibal. I see no problems with any of the decisions that I made. I also still cannot be held liable for anything I said or did during this video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm starting to remember what I used to say. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'm gonna do more videos. We should, oh my god, we should actually do some kind of like fun dating sim type game. I think that would be really fun. If I had known that that's what this was from the start, we would have gone all in right at the beginning. Or that's what this could be, but maybe we should do one and just like really, really go in, you know? That could be fun. Let me know if that's something that you want to see. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!